Hi everyone, myself Vamshi Krishna. In this session, we are going to set up PostgreSQL 10 database for SonarQube. Basically, what we are going to do is we are going to create a Amazon Linux 2 instance, and in Amazon Linux 2 instance, we are going to install PostgreSQL, and we are going to configure PostgreSQL, and we are going to create a user for a PostgreSQL to connect to SonarQube for the SonarQube purpose. Either we can go with default user Postgres, or you can create your own user. Okay, and if you want to connect it with remote connections as well, we can see that part as well. Okay, let us get started with the implementation steps. First, we need a Amazon Linux 2 instance. Let us create Amazon Linux 2 instance. Launch instance, and select Amazon Linux 2. And I'm going to take t2.xlarge for this particular task. I'm selecting t2.xlarge and review and launch. And I can select my own key pair. I'll select this key pair. Click on the instance, and this is the server name which I want to give, Postgres server. Grab the IPv4 public IP from the description. In the description, you have IPv4 public IP. Copy this, create a session. Let me delete the old sessions. And then session SSH. This is the server IP. Username is EC2 user advanced SSH settings. This is my private key. That is the PEM file. Click on that and connect to this. Now we connected to the server. Let me walk you through the steps one by one. First, we need to install PostgreSQL 10 and EPEL. Copy this command and execute it. I am using Amazon Linux Extras command, and I'm installing PostgreSQL 10 package followed by Vim and EPEL. Now this is done. Next thing what I need to do is I need to install PostgreSQL server and PostgreSQL development packages. Yes, PostgreSQL server is installed. Now I want to initialize database for PostgreSQL setup. You can initialize the database. Now your database is initialized. Once your database is initialized, there will be two files for PostgreSQL. The first file would be postgresql.conf. Okay, this is the first file. Varlib PostgreSQL data. This is the one, and another file is pg_hba.conf. This is another file. Okay, these are the two files which we will be manipulating. The first file, what we have to do is we have to change the IP inside that file. Okay, let me copy this one, pg_hb.conf, and open this. And here we need to change connection to, if you observe, we have IPv4 local connections. Here you can make it some IP range, and ident you can change to MD5. Okay, I'm changing the authentication method to MD5, and address, if you want to connect from anywhere, right, you can mention 0.0.0.0. This is not recommended. If you can mention a certain IP range, only the host from where you want to connect. Okay, this is the address range I have given for this particular one. Save this. Now one more thing, If you want to allow remote connections, you need to go to PostGRE SQL config file and you need to mention listen address as star. Scroll down. There will be one more entry called listen address. For that particular listen address, you can mention listen address as star so that you can connect from outside as well. I'm mentioning star so that you can connect from anywhere. Save this. Perfect. Now we have changed both. We have changed the authentication method and we have changed the listen address as well. Now you can start Postgres. Service PostGRE SQL start. Now your service is started. Now what you can do is you can go to the existing Postgres user and you can set password, or if at all you want a new user and password, you can still create that. Okay, let me switch to Postgres user, su-Postgres, and here just type psql. And now if you want to set password /password, what is the user you want to set password? Okay, this is how you need to set it. /password Postgres. I'll set the password also as Postgres. This is how you need to set it. If at all you want to use the default user. No, I don't want to use the default user. I want to create my own username and password for Sonar. Then you create a new user. You can go here. You can see create user. You can see the command create user. User is Sonar with encrypted password. This is my password. Now your user will be created. If at all you want to change the password, again /passwd Sonar. You can set the password, but I am not changing. Whenever you want to change a password for a particular database user in Postgres, you need to say /password and that particular username. Okay, this is fine for now. Now what we can do is we can try connecting to the server from outside. Okay, and one more thing, when you are doing Sonar Cube setup, you may need to create your own database as well. For that, you can do create database Sonar Cube, create database Sonar Cube, and for this particular database, you can give privileges. You can use this command. This is the one. If you want to give permission for Sonar Cube to Sonar user, this is the command. Grant all privileges on database Sonar Cube to Sonar. This is one thing. And if you want to give grant, we have granted the privileges. If you want to give to the default Postgres user also, same command. Instead of Sonar, you put Postgres. It's up to you. Either you can use the default admin user Postgres, or you can create your own user Sonar and you can give the privileges for the database for this user. Now I have enabled remote authentication also. Now let me come out. You can say /q, exit. Now I'll open the port number and I'll connect from SQL Workbench for this server. Go to security groups. Because I allowed it for all, right? I have given 0.0.0. We should be able to connect it from outside as well. What is my security group? Launch Wizard 8. Let me open Launch Wizard 8. Launch Wizard 8 is my security group. Edit inbound rules. Add rule. I will say port range is 5432 for Postgres. And this is my CIDR block. Save rules. Now I want to connect to this particular database from outside. For that, we need to use SQL Workbench. Just type SQL Workbench download. And to use this SQL Workbench, you need to install Java in your machine. In my system, Let me show you. In my system, Java is already installed. That's why I'm going and continuing with SQL Workbench. Okay. This SQL Workbench is to connect to any database. Okay. Scroll down. Click on downloads. If you see SQL Workbench requires Java 8 or later, I already have Java 8. Scroll down and click on generic package for all systems, including all optional libraries. Click on this. Once this SQL Workbench is downloaded, then we can extract this and we can connect to PostgreSQL database. But before that, just note down what is your username and passwords so that it will be easy to connect. Okay, as you are connecting from SQL Workbench, we just need to mention three things. The first one is JDBC URL. It will be Java database connectivity colon PostgreSQL colon / server IP colon port number / your database name. This is the JDBC URL, and then you need to pass username. You know the username already. Username is Postgres, and then password I kept it as Postgres. These are the three things which you need, and you need driver as well. Driver for PostgreSQL database. You can download it from Maven website. You can download from mvnrepository.com. Okay, these are the things which we need to have to connect to the database from SQL Workbench. Okay, let us check whether our SQL Workbench is downloaded. Show in folder. I'll cut this and put it in H directory. I'll put in H directory. I'll go to my folder. Here I'll paste this, and this I'll extract it. Okay, I have extracted the SQL Workbench. Now you can go to SQL Workbench directory. You can refresh. Okay, this is your Workbench. When you open Workbench, you have SQL Workbench 64. You have SQL Workbench. Both are applications. Mine is 64-bit. That's why click on SQL Workbench 64. Now, if you see SQL Workbench is opened, now here we need to decide. As I said, we need to select the driver. What is our driver? PostgreSQL driver. Click on driver and select PostgreSQL driver. Okay, I selected PostgreSQL driver. And what is URL? URL, I need to have host name. Copy this host name. Okay, JDBC colon PostgreSQL / host colon 5432 / database name is Postgres. Perfect. Now username is also Postgres. Password also I kept Postgres. If you are changing your username and password, then you need to use it. This is password, right? Then click on manage drivers and you need to download the jar, right? In my case, it is already downloaded. Let me show you how you can download. You can say PostgreSQL jar download. You will have MVN repository website. Go to MVN repository website and click on PostgreSQL. If you see the latest version is this one, you can click on this and click on jar. You have 42 this version. If you want to change the driver, you can change it. Okay, you can change the driver. These are the two versions we have. This is the one which I downloaded. You can use it. Okay, 42.2.15. Click on OK. Now you have mentioned the driver. You have mentioned the URL, username, password, and in manage driver also you have mentioned. Click on text. Perfect. Connection is successful. Okay. Click on OK. You will be connected to this. I am creating a table employee. I can create a table employee, and I'm inserting couple of entries into that just to see whether whatever the database we created is working or not. And then I am just doing a select query. Looks good. Then you can commit the transaction. Perfect. Now, if you observe, what we have done is we created a database. We created a default username and password for the existing Postgres user. If you are not okay with the default user and password, you create your own username and password for the SonarQube user. If you see, this is what I'm saying. Like I created my own user Sonar as well, or else we can go directly with default Postgres user. And then I have allowed it for outside connection as well. That's why we are able to connect it from SQL Workbench. If you don't want to allow it from outside, you don't want to specify 0.0.0, it will connect within the network as well. Okay. Thanks everyone for watching this video.